Have you ever thought, man, I wish I could build a business with AI, but I don't know how to code? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break down 3 real actionable ways you can make money with AI tools. And the best part? Absolutely no coding required. So let's just jump right in. I love this quote from investor Dan Martell. It hits the nail on the head. He says the next wave of millionaires and billionaires, they're not going to be the programmers. Nope. They'll be the AI tool power users. Think about that for a second. The real opportunity isn't just for the folks building the AI, it's for people like you and me who can master using these tools. It's about becoming a power user, and that's a skill literally anyone can pick up.
Okay, so what's the big secret here? The core idea is actually super simple. You're not trying to sell the AI itself. That's not the game. Instead, you're using AI as this incredible superpower, this lever, to create something valuable. That could be a service, a piece of content, a product, whatever it is. You create that, and then you sell it. It's all about leverage, plain and simple.
So to make this super clear and practical, we're going to walk through 3 different models. First, we'll look at selling AI services. Then, we'll dive into creating AI content. And finally, we'll wrap up with building and selling AI products. Ready? Let's go.
All right, first up, model number 1, selling AI services. Honestly, this is probably the most direct path to making money. Why? Because you're solving real painful problems for businesses that have budgets and are more than happy to pay for a solution.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, you basically become a consultant or maybe a one-person agency. The game plan is this. You find a really smart AI tool that solves one specific, annoying business problem. Then, you package up that solution and sell it as a service, ideally for a monthly recurring fee. Let's use a real-world example. What's something that every single business on the planet needs? More customers, right? So there's this tool called Manus AI. It can do all this deep research and automatically create these amazing, highly qualified lead lists. This is a perfect illustration of the opportunity we're talking about. And you know what? The sales pitch for this is just ridiculously simple. You walk up to a local business, a dentist, a roofer, whoever, and you ask them one question. Hey, would you like more customers? The answer is always yes. Then you say, great, I can deliver you a fresh list of qualified leads every single month. The best part? They think you're slaving away for hours, but the AI, it did all the heavy lifting in just a few minutes.
And hey, this isn't just about sales and leads. Think about internal processes. You could use a tool like Trenual. What it does is amazing. It takes all of a company's messy documents and chaotic meeting notes and just poof, it turns them into perfectly organized standard operating procedures, or SOPs. All of a sudden, you're their outsourced process guru, saving them a giant headache and cashing a check every single month.
Okay, let's switch gears and move on to our second model, creating AI content. This is where we shift from working directly with businesses to creating content that can reach a huge, huge audience online.
So the big idea here is using AI to pump out high-quality content at a scale and, more importantly, a cost that was impossible before. The classic example everyone's talking about right now is these faceless YouTube channels that can be monetized with ad revenue. Check out this case study. It's a YouTube channel that teaches people conversational English. Pretty simple, right? It was only started 9 months ago, and get this, it just features these simple back-and-forth conversations between 2 AI-generated hosts. Now hold on to your hat. In just one 30-day period, that channel got over 3.8 million views. This isn't some tiny little niche. We're talking about a massive, monetizable audience built almost entirely with AI. It's incredible. And this is where the real magic happens, the economics of it. If you were to make a traditional podcast, you might be paying voice actors $500, maybe even $1,000 for a single episode. But with an AI tool, this channel can create a professional-sounding episode for, about $16? The cost advantage you have is it's staggering. The kind of tool that makes this all possible is something like Wondercraft AI. It's an all-in-one powerhouse. It can handle the entire workflow. I'm talking writing the script, generating multiple, really high-quality voices, and even spitting out a simple video, with captions and all that good stuff. All right, let's get to our third and final model, building AI-powered products. Now, this is where things get really interesting, because we're talking about creating scalable, super high-margin digital goods that you can sell again and again and again. So with this model, the idea is you create a digital product one time. Think of something like an advanced template for a popular app like Notion, and then you can sell it basically forever. There's no inventory to worry about, and the profit margins are just through the roof.
And trust me, the demand for these kinds of digital time savers is absolutely exploding right now.
So, let's talk numbers. I want you to just look at this number for a second. $2.8 million. No, that's not a typo.
That huge number. That's the estimated revenue from just one single, well-made digital product. It's a Notion template designed for students. This just proves there's a massive market out there of people who are more than willing to pay for pre-built, organized systems to help them manage their lives.
Now you might be thinking, building something that complex sounds really hard. And you'd be right. Historically, it was really difficult. But now you can use a powerful AI like Claude to basically act as your product architect. You can literally just describe what you want to build, and it will generate the whole plan, the structure, even the functional databases right inside of Notion for you. It's a game changer.
And hey, if you're thinking, oh, I probably missed the boat on this one, think again. This example right here, it's a brand new Notion Life Planner. It only launched 2 months ago, and it's already pulling in over $3,600 a month. So yeah, this opportunity is very, very real right now.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. We've talked about services, content, and products. So what's the big takeaway? What's the one idea that connects all of these? It really just comes down to one simple word: leverage.
This little table here does a great job of summing it all up. You've got the AI service provider using something like Monos AI to get those sweet monthly retainers. Then you've got the content creator using a tool like Wondercraft to rake in ad revenue. And finally, the product seller using an AI like Claude to drive direct product sales. See, 3 totally different paths, but they all have one thing in common. AI is the engine powering the whole thing.
Look, here's the most important thing to remember. The specific tools we talked about today, they're going to change. New ones will pop up, old ones will fade away. That doesn't matter. What doesn't change is the strategy. Your job is to get really good at one thing: spotting a problem or a need out in the world, and then finding the right AI tool to use as leverage to solve it, faster, cheaper, and better than anyone could before.
And so that really just leaves us with one final question. I want you to look around at your own job, your hobbies, your community. What's a frustration you see? What's an inefficiency that drives you crazy? Because I guarantee you, buried inside that problem is a huge opportunity. Just sitting there, waiting for someone to come along and apply the right kind of AI leverage. The only real question left is that someone going to be you?